damn, this one's pretty cute up close.
Don't even start with it. That thing isn't a person. It's a damn vamp. And it's starting to wake up. Move it.
Wakey, wakey, little vampire. Oh? Oh? It's alive! It's alive! Now I know what it's like to be a god! Really? Nothing? Frankenstein's 1931, one of, if not the first instances of censorship in visual media? Apparently comparing yourself to a god was too blasphemous for the 1930s audience. Personally, though, I think blasphemy is rather bland as far as sin goes. Oh, sorry. Maybe the whole bit got lost on you because you're technically not alive, but it's undead. It's undead. It just doesn't really have the same ring to it, don't you think?
Get on with it. I swear you just like to hear yourself talk.
Oh, jeez. Can I not at least have a little bit of fun? Go stand off in the corner if you're gonna be such a buzzkill.
Just be quick about it.
Fine. As for you, good evening, cutie. Or morning, in your case? Happy sundown? How's that? Oh, don't bother with that. Your wrists and feet are very, very well secured, and if you somehow manage to break free from them, how would you escape the cage? I know you're strong, but I don't think you can bend steel. Who are we? Oh, how rude of me. 1,000 pardons, O ye of pointed tooth. Of course you have no idea who we are. We've practically been following you around the last couple of weeks. Allow me to introduce myself. For the first time being, you can call me Agent Sono. And the other one over there in the corner with the oh-so-cheery demeanor and ever-present smile is Agent Banks. We're paranormal investigators with Interpol. We both are rather infamous vampire hunters in our own right. Oh no, I don't think you've heard of us either. Our hunter escapades are under different aliases. Which ones? No, don't worry about that. More importantly, while we're on the topic of names, is there a name I can call you by? The dossier I was given only refers to you as Vampire 213. Your name, age, place of birth, former religion, hell, even blood preferences are all redacted. It's astonishing, truly it is. Do you have any idea how high my clearance level is? The fact that over 80% of your file is covered in black ink is enough to boggle my minds and gas my flabbers. It's like I'm a damn rookie again. What sort of secrets are you hiding? Sorry, I tend to blather when I'm against somebody so attractive. What was I saying? Right. Your name. No name. Very well, 213. Say, you must be quite thirsty, right? It's been, what, almost 2 weeks since your last feed? Here. I know blood bags are rarely a vampire's thing, but I'm not about to let you tap on the veins here. So, you can either drink it from a straw or go without it. Your choice. Why give you blood at all? Well, it's not drugged if that's what you're worried about. No, I'm just a bit of an old-fashioned person. What can I say? Who am I to deny the condemned a final drink? One way or another, that cold pint you're holding will be the last blood you will ever consume. Now, let's not get too hasty. Threats like that will get you nowhere with me, especially not without taking me out for dinner first. Maybe try the other one. I hear she's into it. In all seriousness, though, ripping out my throat would be a pretty bad idea for a number of reasons, the least of which is that I'm actually trying to help you. Unlike my partner over there, who would much rather just kill you and be done with it. Had you not interrupted me, we could have skipped the threats of theatrical exsanguination and gotten to the meat and potatoes of the issue. So, how about you be good for me? Listen, sweetheart. I'm the one you want to deal with, not the other guy. He's a little trigger happy, especially when it comes to you. Anything with more than 20% of its file redacted is supposed to be an instant kill on sight for us. The only reason you're here instead of pushing up daisies is because I thought you were cute, and that I like to live dangerously. And the only reason she's letting me do this is because she owes me a favor. Isn't that right, Banks?
Don't go dragging me into this. You're the one that wants to save the vamp. If that thing escapes and eats you, I'll put it down while it rides in pain, the way it ought to be done. So unless it kills you, leave me out of it.
Oh, Agent Banks, you're such a charmer. Why would you be writhing in agony? Oh, that's a good question. Cute and smart. Look at you go. Do you see the slight luster on my neck and wrists right here and here? Oh, I see. It's makeup mixed with silver dust. Bite into me and you'll feel like you just bit into the fires of hell itself. It's probably not enough to kill you, but it will make you marvel at what you can live through. At least till my charming companion puts you down like the rabid dog she thinks you are. No, actually, I don't think you're a rabid dog. I actually think we, that is, you and I, have a lot in common. More, in fact, than Agent Banks and I, charming as she is. You see, we're both monsters in our own right. We both kill to eat. You in a very real, direct sense, and me in a far more roundabout way. And more importantly, neither of us asked to be in our respective positions, right? Unless you're one of those truly depraved souls that actively sought out becoming a vampire, you had this role thrusted upon you. Exactly. You didn't have a choice. You were human one day and vampire at night. I'm much the same, actually. One day I was a civilian, and that night I became a vampire slayer. Hell, my first kill wasn't even something cool like a righteous vengeance or years of training coming to fruition. No, it was just self-defense. I met a guy in a club back in my early 20s. He was super hot, the complete opposite of what I thought a stereotypical vampire would look like. He approached me, we chatted, and at some point I thought we hit it off. He spiked my drink. The last thing I remember from the club was feeling like the EDM bass drop was going to shake the whole building apart. When I came to, my head was on his lap. He smiled at me, explained what had happened to me and that he was the one to do it, and that he had to wait for the drugs to work its way out of my system before he fed on me. Before I had a chance to process what was happening, he said something about giving me a kiss goodbye and shoved his tongue down my throat, trying to rip it out. Well, I had silver dust on my neck from earlier that day when I was trying to incorporate it into glass for a shop class I was in. I, tripped on my untied shoelace and fell into the shelf that it was on, knocked it down. When it hit the ground, the container broke open and I got covered in it. I had to stay late and clean it up. I was in such a rush to go clubbing, I didn't stop to shower. I just grabbed a fresh change of clothes. As it turned out, that's what saved my life. When he bit into me, he immediately recoiled, screaming bloody murder. I took my chances to try to escape and ran out for what I thought was the exit, but was actually the kitchen. I grabbed a knife for protection just in case and kept running. I didn't even make it out of the kitchen before he came streaking through the door, fangs bared and eyes full of hellfire. I'll skip the play-by-play of the fight, but suffice to say it ended with his body being a head shorter than it was previous. That's when Agent Banks and the others showed up. A day late and more than $1 short. If I had been reliant on them to save me, I'd be just another spent-up juice box in the wake of his feeding frenzy. Anyways, they offered me a job and I ended up taking it because government employees have great health benefits. Fine, if you want me to get to the point, I'll get to the point. The point is, I have a bizarre kinship with vampires. In many ways, I am who I am today because of them, which is why, when I can, I give them a chance. To be my pet, of course. I could dress you up in a little French maid outfit with a nice collar and feed you to all my enemies. Maybe use you to hunt other vampires. Oh, you should have seen the look on your face. Relax. Agent Banks says I can't have a pet. She wouldn't budge on an echo. Why would she budge on you? Oh. But honestly, you didn't seem too opposed to it as I thought you would. Maybe we'll put a pin on it for a moment and come back to it later. For now, though, I'm talking about giving you a chance to change. Oh, no. I'm not talking about a rehabilitation program. 12 stepping your way off blood sucking. One where we just let you get back into the wider world and hope that you never kill again. No. This little vial of azure liquid is a cure for vampirism. It's very effective on young bloods, less effective on older ones. It hurts like a son of a bitch, and the longer you've been a vampire, the worse your odds of survival are. I'd put your odds at about 1 in 3, maybe 1 in 4. But whether you survive or not, at least you were given a chance. The way I see it, a 25% chance of survival beats a 0% chance. Not that I don't understand why you don't trust me, but why would I lie? Your options are to take the medicine or to take a silver round at the back of your head and a wooden stake at your heart. If I wanted to torture you, I could have laced your blood pack with silver iodine, or carved into you with silver blade, hung a disco ball at the next window and waited until dawn, left you down here to starve, or asked Banks to serenade you with her beautiful melodic voice. But I've done none of those things. Have I not earned a modicum of trust from you? Still need convincing. Okay, do you know what the butterfly effect is? It's a theory that states if a butterfly flaps its wings in Africa, it could cause a hurricane on the other side of the world. Personally, I'm subscribed to the theory. After all, an untied shoelace several years ago is the reason I got to spend the last 10 to 15 minutes boring you and making Agent Banks climb a wall of irritation. It's enough to make you believe in fate, isn't it? And if fate is real, then she delivered you to me for a reason. Maybe she did it with a bag over your head and enough night-night juice to kill a horse, but you ended up here with a choice. Wouldn't you like to know what that reason is? You may not have had a choice when you became a vampire, but you have one now.
What's taking so long? Can I kill it yet or not?
You're really killing the vibe here, Banks. We're talking about fate over here. Makes me wonder why you were always fated to be such an ass. We just might start talking philosophy next. Have you heard of Machiavelli? I think the two of you would get along great. That's a pretty rude hand gesture you got there. You ever consider being nicer? No? Okay. Sorry, sweetheart. Looks like our time is running short. If you don't make your choice soon, I think Banks might make it for you. So what'll it be? Great. Here. Drink it down and try not to throw it up. Good. Now just lay back and wait. Your teeth will start to hurt first, so anything before that is just nerves. While we wait, on the larger chance you don't come out of this, Is there someone somewhere I need to tell? I do care. Even if you chose the other option, I would have still asked. With this choice, though, I'm more likely to get a response. Well, one that isn't some variation of fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry. It must be lonely being mostly immortal with no one to spend time with. There's something else I need you to know. Would you require last rites? Your former religion was redacted. Okay, one last thing. Are you willing to tell me your name now? Thank you. I'll remember it. You want me to tell you a story? Do you want a fairy tale one or a real one? Real, huh? Okay, so. Mm, Back in college, before the night I had my run in with the vampire, I was on a hiking trip in the Rocky Mountains. And out of nowhere, this mountain lion came, and this thing must have been stalking us for at least a mile. Hey, cutie. Looks like you pulled through all right. Let's get you out of here and check up on you at main base. Yeah, you'll feel pretty sore for the next few days. It's all the toxins being processed out of your body. No alcohol, no tobacco, or any type of drug prescription or recreational until you're cleared by the doctor. Your liver and kidney are already working overtime, but the doc should be able to explain it all. Oh, and one thing, that cure. It's a one and done sort of thing. If you ever get caught by a vampire again, you'll just end up taking a dirt nap with a grass blanket. Got it? Great. So, what do you want to do next? Yeah? A walk in the sun sounds good, but what about after? Really? You want to join the agency, huh? Was it the maid outfit or the collar? Alright. I'll talk to the bosses while you're getting checked out. Right this way. The sun awaits.